Hey K&K family, my executive producer Tigger said, Daddy, it's time to do another video. So we wanted to go over in a very brief video of an explanation and description of our fishing equipment. So if you will, give us a few minutes of your time and stay tuned and we'll show you what we like to fish with. Good morning K&K family. I wanted to go over our John boat widget, the one we use with two people a lot of times, me and Tigger. Me and my brother-by-law today is going to be using it. In all maritime tradition, you got to name your boat Swamp Music. Hey, Swamp Music is a great song by the best rock and roll band ever. Look it up on YouTube. All right, this boat is a LOWE low, 12 foot long, 36-inch bottom. I like the 36-inch bottom because it seems to be a little more stable and stuff like that. Of course, I bought it used, and it's pretty. Nothing real fancy, pretty normal little old boat there. And we got it set up with a trolling motor rigged on the side for when we cast. Running a Honda 8 on it, four stroke. Really like it. It runs real quiet and such. Like I said, I bought it used. It had a whole bunch of stuff like depth finders and all this kind of business, and the mounts were still in it when I got it. But I took them all out because all it did when I looked at them, it reminded me that I was too broke to have depth finders and stuff. So, I took all that out. But that's what I fish with typically with the bottom fishing rig. And we've had the boat a long time and I sure do like it. All right, just wanted to go over that. Thank you. K&K family, I want to go over my other boat with you. This is my one-man sneak boat. It's about a 9-foot boat. I typically use it when Tigger, I don't have a partner, and I want to go by myself or whatever. I'll take this. It's a battery powered, foot controlled, one-man boat. It's got a cool little live well in here that you can put your fish in. It's got some compartments where you can have and quite a bit of storage in various places. Man, I really like this boat. Sneak Unlimited was a business here in South Carolina, and the guy tailored it really to the Edisto Rivers, where he kind of fished a lot. It's not in business today, unfortunately, but there's other brands such as Warrior and Creek, and I think they're very good boats too. And when the time comes, that's probably what I'll do. I'll look for me another brand, but for right now, I really like this one. Now, in like all maritime tradition, you got to name your boat. And if you're not familiar with that song, man, you better get yourself familiar with it. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Hey there, K&K family. Today I'm going to show you our rod and reels that we generally use. All right, not a big bass fisherman, but I do fish for bass in the river some. I'm almost always going to be throwing a plastic worm on a Texas rig. Very inexpensive setup here. Abu Garcia Black Max rod and reel. Works great for what I do. Now, Tigger, he loves to bass fish. I would never take this into the river because we get them broke and all this kind of stuff. He's using an Abu Garcia too, but it's a little more expensive model, and it's a nice rod and reel, but a little too much for me. So, all right. Now, catfish and bottom fishing rig. I'm generally an underspin guy anymore, although I have some open face reels. This happens to be a Daiwa. I'd use Fluger. I'll use any brand of them for these bottom rigs. This is about a 36-inch rod. I go down to, I got some that's 28 inches. And I do this for a reason. You can lay them in the boat crossways. And the reason I like that, in Edisto River, there's a lot of overhanging brush and bushes. And I have actually lost rod and reels getting hooked as you're going down the river. The bush will hook them and it'll throw them out the boat. So now, this is interesting. For many years, I used a Zebco 33, and I really love a Zebco 33. So when I got into casting beetle spins and such in the river, I went on to and kept in tradition and went to Zebco Model 11s and actually Zebco 33 Micro Edition. They were really good, and I still have them. But I've actually fell in love with the Fluger President underspin reel. That's a smooth little reel. It's a little more money, but I really like it. Now the rods we put them on, I like anywhere from 4, 6 to 5 foot rods, ultralights. I will literally lose via breakage at least 2, maybe even 3 rods a year. So I go with a real inexpensive rod. Shakespeare makes a good little old rod, and it don't break the bank. It's a ultra light rod. Now, that's our rod and reels that you'll almost always see me using. I hope it has been informative to you, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may God bless you. K&K family, I want to give y'all a little bit of a fishing equipment update. We had a little incident the other day. Little Jerry and me was headed to the river, and we had to stop off at this convenience store, and I keep all my tackle and all my rod and reels in the boat. And so we pull up to fill up with gas, and these two big old biker boys come over there and looking at the boat. Well, in that boat was my tackle box, and they started picking at little Jerry about, hey man, what's your wife going with you and all this, calling him a sissy and all this stuff. Well, he got embarrassed, and he jerked my tackle box out of sight real quick, or thought he did. And guess what the little dude done? Broke my daggone tackle box. Straps broke, ain't no good to me. So I just wanted to go over the fact of how I pick out a new tackle box. And it's kind of interesting because I was, I didn't know where I was gonna find another tackle box. But I went in my wife's closet, and turns out she must have a secret that she's been keeping from me, which she must really like to fish, because she had a whole bunch of tackle boxes. So I went in there and I started going through them, and then she kind of told me that the price of some of these tackle boxes, man, these women really like to fish. So I'm kind of limited to what I get to choose from. But what I do look for, you do want to you do want to have something that's got plenty of room in it. I like zippers. Or a way to secure it. I like at least 3 sections, and that's for my bass fishing in one section, my bottom fishing in one, and then my beetle spin and casting section in the other. So, and one, and some of them are just absolutely too small. Hey, and even I got a little shame. Man, I wouldn't even take that one. So some of them's out to begin with. I think we're gonna go with this one, and the strap. It's got actually four departments along with the strap. It's got zippers on it to keep it secure. So man, we'll be in good shape, and we'll be catching some fish. Little side note here: y'all may see me take these tobacco cans. Well, little Jerry's wife has she does stuff she shouldn't do, but these cans really come in useful. I'll put my hooks in one can, in another can I'll put my lead or my weight, beetle spins and then another one. And man, if you just want to go off on the bank and don't want to carry much, which I do quite often, you can throw one of these cans full of hooks, weights, and beetle spins and worms in another pocket, and you can travel really light. But anyhow, this is gonna be my new tackle box. Again, you can pick all you want. I've heard it all. So anyway, I want to give you a little fishing equipment update. Thank you so much for watching, and until we get to put it into use, we'll see you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.